listen to that line. Just feel. Oh, this spot on baffle. Bloody brilliant. That is absolutely okay, so now we've got the motor head, the power head, sorry, in the workshop. Just remove the oil cap. What we're going to start off with is making sure we're in top dead center here. The flywheel, you can see we're pretty close to that top dead center there. We are going to take this stator off as well in a moment. We're going to remove the fuel pump, and once we remove the fuel pump, we're then going to remove the cylinder head. Oh, we're not even going to remove the cylinder head yet, sorry. We're going to remove this, and then we're going to remove the tensioner, and then we're going to remove the cap there. So that's our process. Let's get cracking. So progress report, we have loosened the tensioner. So we've got a little bit of room here to play with. Okay, you can loosen up the belt. We've just undone the bolt, and all we did was jam that in there like that, use a rattle gun, and out we come. So now we're going to remove sprocket, yep.
Top dead center again.
Top dead center, making sure that it's in top dead center. So we're all good. And now we can get to where we need to go. We haven't taken this off. We're finding we're really struggling with these bolts here, but we should be fine because we're only taking the heads out from here. We're not going into the cylinders. If we find that it's not the blown head gasket, then we will have to do some surgery on these guys over here to get the stator out and to get everything out and go in and do a whole clean. But for now, we're all good. That little dowels there, that should be fine. There we go, we need to keep that as well. Make sure you keep this. It's a locking dowel. And that should be right in line. If you did it right, that dowel there should be right in line with your locking pin. For us, it is, which is great. Okay, all right, time to undo the valve covers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and away we go. Okay, so just removing the valve cover now. We loosen them up in the right order. We're just putting them in order there of where we pull them out. So they've already been cracked and loosened, so we're just removing them now. There's one more. There we go. As you can see, we've got those guys in order there lined up. We'll move those electronics out of the way. Everything's ready to go. We should now be able to remove it. Let's have a look at that cylinder. There we go. We've got a gasket there that we'll check. Pretty sure we're going to buy another one. That's dirty, that's not nice. There we go. Yep. Done, we've got our rockers now, and we're removing them going from outside to in. So we started here and worked our way and just cracked them, and now we're just going to remove them. So we have 12mm socket, just keeping them in order as well. Now I'm actually taking the plate off as well. Probably best to keep the plate on, but go. Making sure we're keeping those in order. Okay. And that's the middle one. Okay. truth. Leave that one there. And the rockers right there. There we go. So what I'm going to do is keep those rockers on as much as I can. I'm going to put these guys back in. Just so they're doing the right things. Okay, that middle one is there as well. That one's there. And we've got our last one here on the bottom. Our valve rocker. Okay, so what we're doing now is we've just moved the motor a little bit forward so we can get under here to our oil. What's that? An oil pump? I believe it is. Yep, our oil pump. And we've got 4 10mm. Can't know if you can see, but you've got 4 10mm bolts there that hold it into the motor. And all we're going to do is take these bad boys off. Go. There you go. Yep. Great. Now, get the rattle. I don't like mucking about. So once I don't like mucking about with those little torque wrenches. I like to get in there once we've cracked them. They're loose. Get in there quick. Just like that. That's it. Starting already to come loose. Okay. Okay, so what we do need is you want to just grab that screwdriver there and slightly pry. I can see that it's starting to pry there. No, in there. In there, see how there's a little, yep. There it is. And just give it a little bit of motivation. And there we go. Oh, look at that. That needs cleaning. Needs cleaning. That's okay. Righto. We'll put those bolts back in and we'll put those down on our parts table. Just to let you know, we have our parts table here. We're trying to keep them all in order. So, got our valve cover rockers, valve cover, pumps. There we go. Now oil. We will give these guys a bit of a clean. Okay, guys, we're about to undo the head bolts. Now, just to let you know, there is a pattern that you do. You don't just willy-nilly go. If you can see here, on here, you can see a number 1, and on the side here, 2, and we will see 3 up here, 4, 5 down here, 6, I believe 7 is up here. You've got 7 up there, 8, 9 and 10. So that's the pattern. And what we're going to do is we're going to go backwards. We're going to start down here and then work our way from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the pattern we're going to do to loosen them up because they're our tightening specs there. But before we do that, we're going to undo these side head bolts here. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to start from the top, go in the middle and work our way into that last middle bolt. That's just a pin that holds it. Okay. Nice little pin there. Pop that down there. And these guys should all just nicely slide down. Slide down and out. Slide down and out. Now, I don't know about you, but that's a very clean looking cam. Doesn't seem to be. There's a little bit of scalding up here, but nothing that's going to cause too much issues. Okay, let's pop this guy and the locking pin. All right, so we've taken the camshaft out. We're all ready to go, and I've used the torque wrench to remove the bolts from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've done that. They've all, at this point in time, haven't cracked in terms of, I don't think we've snapped a bolt, which is excellent. So we're just removing them. Moving the head bolts now. Back down here, 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Oops, there we go. We've got some separation. We've got some separation now. Moment of truth. Here we go. So everything away. Nothing can get hammered. Okay. Just making sure. Now we'll take these bolts out and we're going to keep them in order. Okay. So I'm going to remove these guys. And I'm going to keep them in the order that they're in. Okay, so they're all separated, and that's going to fall. No, it's going to stay there. Good. I'll just grab the last two.
In the middle too.
In the middle too. Yep. Did I have another washer in there? Right there. Another washer. Oh, very good. Top there, we need the middle too, is that right? No. Okay. That should come out. Beautiful. They're all out. Good. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see. Can we see a blowout anywhere on our gasket? See a lot of crud here. Yeah, look at that, right there. Right there, that's where it's coming in. So that is a blown gasket right there. Well, it looks like we found the culprit. What we might do is look at our cylinders in a moment and check out what's going on there, but we'll give this a good clean. Look at those, they're a bit interesting. These guys are getting a bit of oil in there from that. So, definitely the problem there. Let's get this guy cleaned up.